it's weird, right? Because I read about this, and it's called a maximizer and a satisfier, right? Some people will take the first option that satisfies them, and they're okay with that. And then there are other people who maximize the shit out of everything.
Yeah. Right.
And I don't know what happened, but somewhere around the age of 18 to 20, I swapped from being a maximizer and literally everything in my life to just being satisfied. And like, I remember when I was buying a vacuum for the first time. Holy shit, dude. I had like spreadsheets on spreadsheets. I was like, yo, but the suction power of this one is 50 watts extra, and shit, this is bristles, extra firm ones. But the reviews of this one, oh my, you know what I mean? Like, I would get stressed out about everything. And that happened with YouTube and stuff. But somewhere along the line, I just stopped giving a shit about everything. And I'm like, now, you know, even when I remember I used to book hotels, I used to, like, my God, I would search every hotel in like a 10-mile radius. I would have a spreadsheet, and I just got to the point where I realized, I don't think this matters. I don't think I need to do this. And now I just take the first thing that makes me remotely happy. And,
I mean, it's just kind of like decision fatigue, right?
I did.
Like, there's only so many decisions that you can make in a day, and there are some points when I'm exactly the same, especially when I'm like booking a holiday or finding like even just like choosing what you want to eat today.
I'd say the only thing I still do it in my life is for video games. Like, I still do that for video games, but everything else, even YouTube, I just do what I do, and I'm satisfied with that. Like, I check the analytics, I you know, like, roughly, but I don't go deep into them. Like, I just see, okay,
you're not like, oh my God, I'm down 1% from yesterday.
Like if I gain less subscribers than the previous day, I don't care. I'm like, oh, I'm still gaining subscribers.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I actually found like a huge problem for me recently is that I found it really hard just to get into new anime and games, just because like there's so much choice, and I don't know, I have this thing where I'm so scared of wasting my time.
See, that's something you need to let go. Like, I had that, and I just stopped giving a shit.
Because like recently, okay, so the most recent anime I finished was one that aired last season. It was called Sing Yesterday for me, and like the first beginning of that was fucking great. I was like, I'm good. This is gonna be a show. This is like anime of the season kind of territory. And then I watched it, and the first half was great, and then the second half was just kind of like, nothing's really happening, and then it ended, and then it just kind of just ended very fast. It was obviously like a very rushed ending. It was like the most 7 out of 10 overall.
You know what I mean? I remember your tweet where you were like, guys, watch Sing Yesterday for me, anime of the season. Take it from me, the anime zone.
I mean, like, yes, you have that story.
And I remember I finished it, and I knew this was an anime I'm going to forget in like a month. And I'm like,
that's okay.
Is it though?
I think it's okay, because the way I see things, right, is like, no matter what happens, if I get something I can talk about, that's a win. Like, you brought it up.
It's all about the experience.
You had something. You had something.
It was the friends we made along the way.
We are Nakama. At the end of the day, we're all Nakama, baby.
If I have something that I can take away like that's painfully mediocre, that's something I can talk about. I can't be mad at that.
But imagine if I didn't have a podcast where I could just talk about it.
Talk about with your friends.
You can talk about it to your friends, right? You could have said this.
If it had been good, would you have been happy?
Yes.
No, you wouldn't have. You'd have been like satisfied with the choice you made. You wouldn't have been happy.
No, I would like, because
what do you mean? You would have.
Oh no.
He just watched a good anime.
Because he wanted it to be an amazing anime, and if it lived up to his expectations, he'd be like, good. He wouldn't be like, oh my God, yes.
No, I mean, like, I
know this guy.
I would be happy.
Fuck off.
Fuck you. I would be happy. I'm happy watching good anime. Just don't show me like, okay. The one thing that's even worse than being a bad anime is just being a meh anime. Like, I remember like when I finished Domestic Girlfriend, like the manga. Okay, so I finished it like a few weeks ago.
Go back to this again.
We're going back to Domestic Girlfriend.
He always finds a way to bring it back up. He always finds a fucking way.
It's like that ex-girlfriend that he just can't let go. You know?
I can't let it go, but like it was an awful ending. Like it was absolutely like one of the worst endings to like a harem manga.
This is the worst trade deal.
You're really selling us on this.
Okay, no. Like, okay, just imagine it, right? Okay, this is what it was like. Okay, imagine. Okay, it's the World Cup final. Okay.
Right.
Okay. No. Okay. In terms of like which girl is gonna win.
Oh,
okay?
right.
So it's the World Cup final. You're in the 90th minute. It's in stoppage time. You're like 10-1 up. Okay. And then for the other team is like completely incapacitated. And then for no reason, you decide to play golden goal and then score an own goal. That was the ending of Domestic Girlfriend.
But that's fun. You can talk about that.
No. But that's the thing, right? Is that because it was so bad, I had a great time like experiencing just the dumpster fire and like the nuclear fallout that it caused.
Yeah, that's fun, right?
Yeah, like I had more fun with. I'm gonna remember Domestic Girlfriend for way fucking longer than Sing Yesterday for me, because what I'm so scared of is just I'm gonna watch a show and I'm gonna be like I'm gonna forget the show within a month.
But that happens a lot.
It does. It
You
does.
know, like, as somebody who watches so many fucking documentaries, like I watch a lot of documentaries. It's probably the only thing I really watch on Netflix.
Right.
Kind of come to accept that real life doesn't have good endings. Unfortunately, like life just doesn't.
It just kind of ends.
Doesn't have good endings, right? Like, and if you make documentaries about people who are still alive, sometimes they keep doing shit after the documentary comes out, and then it's like it's not a complete documentary, right? But I don't know. I just kind of get satisfied with what I get if it's a good journey, right?
Yeah.
And if it's a meh ending, that's something I could talk about. That's the way I see it. Like, and if it's a shitty documentary, great. I have something to talk about. If it's a good documentary, cool. I can talk about it. Like, I've just come to accept that life just doesn't have good endings. It rarely lives up to the first act.
Put that on a t-shirt.
It doesn't, like, come on, Tiger King, the first part was way better than the last part. I mean, come on. Like,
Yeah, of course.
like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just come to accept that it was good when it was good, and I'm not going to get too fussed about it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing, right? It's just this idea of like, nothing in life is pointless. Like, you'll always find a way to utilize that in some way, and no matter how fucking mediocre a show is, you're gonna use it somewhere, even if you're not even aware of it, right? Like, I
realize how fucking weird I am right now because I just don't like story in video games, but I'm happy with mediocre stories in other media.
Then you'll love a lot of visual novels.
Oh my god. I mean, I don't know. It's hard. This is like a debate that I'm trying to come to terms with myself. Is like, is it okay to watch something mediocre?
But is it okay to play something for the story?
Yeah, exactly.
No, never. Everyone's like, did you play Last of Us? No, because it's all story.
No. But you get to shoot things in it.
No, there's no skill involved.
There's nothing I can master.
Like, I loved Halo, and I loved playing the like legendary routes alone, where like it's fucking impossible. The shit drives me up the wall.
You sound like every 12-year-old I didn't talk to in school.
Yeah, probably. I think we wouldn't get on in school.
No, if we went to the same school, I would be like, fuck that guy. Plays Halo and Legendary, man. What a wanker.
Yeah, I love that shit, man. It's a good game.
Jesus Christ.
No, but so is there anything else you guys want to talk about for this podcast?
Bottom line, I don't think Connor is ever going to get into visual novels, and that's just how it is.
The more I talk to him, the more I'm like, visual novels.
It's the natto of anime in my mind. Like, it's like
it's a refined taste.
It's like you really.
It's not even a refined taste.
No, it's like. I feel like you're either genetically supposed. What's the word? Like you're more likely to like it. What's the word? There's a word for. I don't fucking know. Supposed or something. It's something along those lines.
Yeah.
It's not that word.
Yeah.
I feel
we're a bit drunk, right?
I feel like you're either gonna like visual novels or you're not, and you know. But if someone explains a visual novel to you, you're gonna be like, don't think I'm gonna like that.
Yeah.
I
don't know, but like I've never met someone who just doesn't like story. Period.
Yeah, that's a
like if you don't like story in games, period, then I'm like,
I like story, not in video games. Get out of my video games. Broforce, amazing game. Metal Slug, amazing game. No stories in those games. That's what we need.
Wait, are you telling me you never looked up the lore of Metal Slug?
I have played too many hours of Metal Slug. Love that game to death. I have no idea if there's a story. Is there a story in Metal Slug?
Apparently there is.
Is there? Fuck off. No, there isn't.
Yeah, there's apparently a story.
Doom 20, the new Doom, I fucking loved, but I was like, wait, there's cutscenes? No.
Would you not like care about something like world building, for example?
Yeah, but you can do that through gameplay.
Yeah,
And,
but
like,
But it's not as effective.
Yeah,
in my
it is.
opinion,
No,
there's so
no.
many. Okay, there's
Bro,
so many games that
okay,
try to do
well,
world building through
Doom,
gameplay.
right? You play the new Dooms, you know exactly what the world is about. Just from...
But aren't you like actually interested in the world?
No.
And there's your short answer.
Are
Really?
you interested in
Okay,
how
actually, to
the
be fair,
world
you know,
got that way?
I say that, right? But every time I hear a piece of like League of Legends lore, I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. And I'd watch a League of Legends anime.
Yeah.
But I don't want to watch League of Legends cutscenes in game. Imagine you had to watch cutscenes in League of Legends. You'd be like,
Connor has like 2 modes in his brain.
Yeah.
And there's like no in between.
There's like
it's just like shut off brain, like absorb
weird.
anime.
The more
it could be shit. You just like absorb it, or it's like monkey brain mode. Engage.
I am the greatest primate in this group.
It's like on or off, right? Like I can sit there and watch like any anime or whatever you need me to watch. I can sit there and watch it all day and be like, okay, I know what I'm getting into. But when it's games, get that shit out of here. Get that shit off of me.
Jesus Christ.
I literally I love watching Tyler Wan. Like live streams. Because I feel like he embodies.
He's the definition of monkey brain streamer.
I love Tyler Wan as a streamer because he literally embodies like not only physically how like I imagine my gamer side to be, but like watching him play The Last of Us was so funny because he was just like, "What is this story? Get this shit away from me!" And I was like, "I love it. I love it. It's so fun." And he's just such a like Giga Chad brain gamer. It's so fun to watch him. He's my favorite streamer just because like I relate to it on so many levels.
God.
Oh god.
I guess though you guys can let us know in the comments below if there is any visual novel that you think Connor's monkey brain can handle.
I've lost all hope that Connor can get into visual novels.
we can't convince him, so maybe you guys can help us.
Yeah, okay, you know what? Before we finish this, people were like, yeah, I've beat Fire Emblem. I was like, oh yeah, me too. Yeah. And they were like, oh, did you play all the routes? I'm like, why would I play all the routes?
I remember talking to you about this.
I'm like,
that hurts me to listen
I'm
to.
like, why would I play all the routes?
Wait, you play Blue Lions, right?
I play Blue Lions, which I after I heard about all the other routes, I'm like, so I played the right one.
No.
No.
There's no right one.
Yeah.
That's just one of 3.
Yeah.
Mine sounded like the most.
So we're going back into Fate now.
No.